Maria Menounos and Keven Undergaro last New Year's Eve on Fox's New Year's Eve with Steve Harvey live from Times Square.
Maria's going to join Steve once again, but the big question is, what is he going to wear this year? When he came on that TV in that giant puffer coat,
that top hat.
I think he should totally go with this because we were trending because of him. I'm like, whatever it takes.
Right? How cold were you? You look like you were your teeth were chattering cold.
So I was super prepared because I was only 6 months out of surgery. So I was like, I'm going to be warm. I don't care about looking fashionable that night.
Right.
So I had 1,000 layers and I was amazingly warm. I was so happy. And then I had to change into my gown.
Right.
Oh my
and now I got dressed under the stage. So it was just little thin black curtains and a little space heater back there. And I'm like getting naked in Times Square, putting on a gown. So I had a lot of adrenaline at first, but then it got so cold.
You're like, let's get to it already, hard.
And I think I wanted to murder Keven the moment he started quoting Gary Delabate from Howard Stern. And he was doing the 9 speech, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing this to me right now.
Yep. I'm
oh my
so
God,
cold. Doesn't he know?
So cold. And he's doing this to me. Of course, it was brilliant and
And what's the story behind the dress?
Okay, so you guys don't know. I've been dying to tell you. So when I was here last year, you guys had a wedding dress segment on right after me. So I was doing this show knowing that we were secretly going to get married on New Year's Eve.
And thanks for telling us.
You guys didn't know. So Susan Moore, your producer, I happened to forget my jacket here.
Yeah.
We come back to get the jacket. We intercept her. She tells us about this segment. I was like, oh my God, I should come look at the dresses. I have time. I really needed a dress. Did you get? I was a week away from my wedding and I had no dress. So I showed up. And I had put some photos in a group in my iPhone of dream dresses, and one of the dresses was from Pronovius. The publicist from Pronovius was here in your dressing room.
You're welcome.
I got her name and info.
We're the hookup.
I waited till it was safe, and I called her. I said, "Hey, don't tell anybody, but I need a gown from you."
See, we
how we
hooked you
roll.
up. So now
I
you're
got
gonna
my dress because of you guys.
Now you're going to hook us up, okay? So what kind of surprises do you have or announcements you're going to be making this year?
Oh my, I know. Keven and I have been thinking about this. I'm like, we gotta
How do you top it?
How do you top that? I have to give birth live or something?
Well, there's that.
Well, not the birth
Wait, so what do you guys have for ideas?
You could announce a baby
hold on
live.
a second.
We could. I mean, I'd have to really work fast with the surrogate lady, I guess.
Are you on it already? Are you guys?
Yeah, I actually had one conversation. Kim Kardashian actually connected me with her people that were so helpful to her. And, Kim's such a good sharer. So I had one conversation, and Keven keeps telling me, he's like, you got to get on this. I'm like, I'm busy, dude. Like, why don't you call the lady and make this?
You got to get on this. You do.
But you have your eggs are frozen, and
Yeah, we have our embryos. We're ready to go. So she said that we can hit the ground running as soon as.
You've been really open about this, too.
Yeah.
I mean, has it been empowering for you in a way?
I'm pretty open. You guys pretty much know me so well at this point. I'm open about almost everything, unless it's going to hurt somebody that,
that you love.
that I love. Yeah. And so, I'm really good at keeping secrets, clearly, because we pulled off a New Year's Eve wedding and things like that. But I'm very open about stuff because I feel like that's how we all learn, right? How does anyone learn if someone doesn't speak up about something? And so
we saw the wedding on TV. 6 million people saw that wedding. What about the wedding in Greece that you then had?
you guys.
That was a dream,
So
right?
beautiful.
It was a fairy tale. When I tell you,
Look at that.
they were so excited to have us. The fact that the entire country was just so excited that we were going to this little village, my dad's village, Akavos, to get married. And everyone came together out of love to make it the most amazing day for us. And the reason why, one of the big reasons why I never did a wedding before was because everybody makes it about them. Why wasn't I sitting at that table? How come I didn't do this?
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody cared. I told 2 people, I said, hey, call our friends. Tell them we're getting married on this day. That's how invitations went out, by mouth, from friends.
Love
Seating
that.
arrangements were done that morning, and it was just for a few people that I wanted to make sure were close to me. Like, everything else was like a free-for-all. Let's just all come together and have fun. And I think post-tumor, being so chill about details has made everything happen better. And so if
Good lesson
I can
there
give
for all of
someone a
us.
little lesson out there, it's like the less we're controlling in type A and the more we allow the universe to work for us, it really does happen.
Well, it makes you put everything in perspective. And speaking of your mom, she's doing well, right?
Mom's doing great, thank God. Dad's doing great. He's holding down the fort there, taking care of everything.
Was he your wedding planner? Your dad is the actual wedding planner?
He was at one point. He got a little sick, and so we kind of took over, but he was in charge of like all the village stuff, right? So he was in charge of over-inviting and then figuring out what to do with the overflow. So we had like 300 people there, but he invited like 600 more. So what he did was he rented out tavernas all throughout the village.
That.
And he catered and had food for everybody there. So I would take people from the wedding up the steps, dance through the streets. We'd go to all the tavernas and wave to people.
It was your big fat Greek wedding.
It was a big fat Greek wedding.
It's like something out of Mamma Mia.
Yeah, it was so much fun. We had the best time.
And how's your health today?
My health is great, thank God. And just so excited to host New Year's Eve with Steve Harvey again this year. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's
gonna be a
my
great
first
year.
thing I did after surgery. So now, a year later, I hope.
So I know you can't necessarily tell what the secrets are, but you said you were super prepared last year with all the layers.
Yes.
Will you be disrobing for any reason this year?
Well, there was one idea, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm that healthy. So I will save that for next year. So, I think we have a lot of surprises. We have, we have Sting and Snoop and so many amazing performances. So you really want to tune into our show. And Steve and we have a really fun time together. So you never know what's going to happen.
I can't wait, guys. Fox's New Year's Eve with Steve Harvey live from Times Square is Monday, December 31st, of course.
And he will wear something outrageous as always.
Or maybe I will.
Maybe you will. You'll wear the top hat this time.